good. So, welcome to the Settlers for Championship, World Championship of the year 2025. I'm streaming the English stream here with Agros. You can, of course, use the chat to ask questions. Yeah, Agros, welcome. You're looking over my shoulder here. Do you see everything? Is everything working? Okay, that's fine. And I should also see if my... Yeah, everything is working. Yeah, let's start. What can you say about the map? Yes. Yes. I would disagree. I would disagree. Why would I disagree? Because your... Yes. And the third, and the fourth, and the fifth, and the seventh. So you just skip on the front mountain, or just build like your one gold mine there, because it's not that bad. You have 2.5 stone fields very close by that you can gladly use. And you just build your forest on the 2 tiles, and then you put your food economy to the top, like left of the river in the Viking settlement. Sorry, yeah, and to the your heavy industry to the left, like right below the desert, and then on the bottom up until you move to the next forest there. There should be plenty of space. I like that map as a Viking. I think you don't need to get rid of the forest that's at the river, at least not fast, because you do have enough space for at least 3 waterworks. You have enough space for additional fissures where you want to build your heavy industry, which is like perfect timing to build some more fissures. You start with like two early ones, and then you add like a 4th one before you build your first weaponsmith, and then you can just continue adding fissures as you need them. So I like it. What I don't like is that Jagdtiger does not have space to build another tower at the mountain, and it's so hilly there that even if he uses diggers, diggers to dig some more space there, I'm not sure if his tower can fit there actually. But he's building one to the right, so he should be fine. Yeah, you see one thing with Jagdtiger's Viking, which I like and which I actually adapted for my Viking because I think it's a good play, is building 3 very early sawmills. Yeah, not adding like the... Yes, and you also have diggers standing around most of the time after you place your first towers, and just building 2 right then and the third one as soon as you have the next digger standing is normally a good play. So you start with your, of course, with your towers and with your middle house, then you build your wood economy, so your cutters and your foresters, and then you build 2 sawmills, and after the tower is finished, you of course build some more wood, and then you build the third sawmill as soon as you have 1 digger standing around, and the small house can then be added after you have like 8 or 9 woodcutters. So everything's looking good. I think we might take a look at Alex's settlement, see if he's having a good time. Second sawmill is a bit late, maybe? Yeah, but got some stones, so it should be fine. Yeah, should be fine. Rapidly, yes. What I like is the 5th stonesmith was he was able to place it inside of the stone field. That's normally very good because it's going to work well for quite some time. Especially the one on the bottom is nice because normally it would be standing below and putting the stones below the building even. So that's like a very, very nice thing, and will give him a boost. That might give you like 10 seconds earlier farm or something like that. We have like a normal iron mine here, which, no, it's not a normal one, it's a double one here. Yes, and we do have 1 normal coal mine here and 1 bug coal mine here. Is this a double mine? No, it's more to the... Yeah, he doesn't have it yet. It should be this one here. And the coal mine, yeah, it looks... Is it really fine? Isn't the iron mine overwriting the coal mine? Top left, oh, yeah, for position 1 that should be true. So you should actually be building the coal mine here? No, I mean, for Alex, I would... Okay, okay, that one looks really bad for Alex. Yeah, but for... we would have to ask Vinarek if it's a good mine. I don't know. So Alex had a pretty standard start, I guess. He had 6 stone woodcutters and went into his toolsmith, which was ready at min 620 or something, which is a very good timing with 6 woodcutters. He then adds his stone cutters. He is at 2, 4, 5, 6, 8 at the moment, at minute 9. That's also quite okay-ish. Has his mines built, has enough settlers, his next house is finishing up. Has added more woodcutters. I think he will add a forester down here, probably, between those foresters. Or add one to the left even. But I think he will add 1 more forester. he just gets rid of this kind of these trees, and then you just put your heavy industry like all in front of the mountain towards the stone fields, or you start on the bottom and go to the top or something. Yeah. Mana industry gets added here, and you add some food economy gets added here, mana is going there, and then you just build like in a circle clockwise. One is missing, so... But the other two are not, and there's also one stone missing still, because typical Mayan behavior. Third sawmill is added right before the first farm finishes, so quite early. You will have a lot of resources. I don't think we will be seeing a fifth one. Yeah, it's a very good play. He can build his forest here and here if he wants to later on. And he's getting rid of that part, he's getting rid of that part, and of this part with 3 woodcutters. Nicely placed, I like it very much, actually. He is not building a quick hunter, which is also a good play, because you will be pushing all your animals to the bottom anyway, so you can later on place your hunter like here, maybe. He has a double iron mine, so he's not really caring. Jagdtiger did not build the same one. And for him it's not like looking double. Is it? Which one did Alex build? This one or this one? Ah. But this isn't... yeah, maybe he got scammed quite a bit and it's just one shield in between. But I think it's at least 2 lines in between, so maybe Alex got scammed. We are seeing a very interesting forest here from Jagdtiger. A very interesting forest. He's missing at least one forester here, but okay, he's making space there, it's fine. This one is fine. He will be placing some woodcutter here. Should be fine. This is not perfect. I don't like that one. But probably he did not have space in between here. Yeah. What's your opinion on the forest? If I get three diggers this early with Viking and play normally, I'm always getting scammed. I'm not going to build through all my 9 saws if I do that. But he does better than me, so... No, not on this map. No way. He has not added the 6th saw yet. He somehow lost some time. It was like a minute 12 weaponsmith probably, and then he lost some more time Building the mine, digging the mine. But he doesn't... The thing is, he doesn't need a 6 sawmill yet, and he will add like 6 and 7 probably quite soon, because he built another house here. And yeah, we're seeing 6 now, and 7 is there. Yeah, we are seeing 6 and 7 being added simultaneously for him. And no, that's a woodcutter, not a stone cutter. He built a 4th stone cutter because he wants to go into still like early grain farms, even so the start wasn't as fast. Yeah, he's doing good. No, I don't think so. So, the Mayan tower should fit then also, right? Is that so? What I don't like about the Viking play from Jagdtiger is that he's building his mana economy faster than his food economy. He is most of the time building 5 grain farms, so it doesn't matter that much, but I think it's a waste of honey. You don't need that much mana, and having more mana, you might have like 1 more fighting spell. Having more food will give you a lot more soldiers, so yeah, I don't like it. Ah, okay, it's not a honey maker, it's another woodcutter, so yeah, I got pranked. Yes. We will. No. You're mistaken. He's already built 3 fishers. He will not be building any meat. He's started adding mana. He has built a temple. It's good gameplay. It's not better in the late game, but it's better. Yeah. And it's also, you also increase the amount of pressure you have at peacetime. So we are... And it's also... One thing I did not realize, if you only play like 3 farms to start with, which is enough for like your 1 mill and 2 bakeries, and then adding a 2nd mill and a 3rd bakery later, or maybe even a 4th, you don't need to produce any sykes. You are just done with your 3 starting sykes, and you can actually get up to more diggers. You get 3 more diggers, and 3 more diggers is quite a huge amount at that point, and that's like the 3 diggers he used to actually have a pre-shoveled temple. Okay, he is building a 4th grain farm. I would have expected that. But he's just building fishers. He will be adding like many more fishers around here. I mean, look at this coast. It's a perfect time, and he started with the double mine. Yeah. He has a 2nd double mine here. He has a 3rd double mine here. So it will be paying off. This one can be even placed double. It's like a double mine. it's like an adaptation. You can play 3 grain farms with 1 mill and 2 bakeries and get into like very, very, very early weaponsmiths. And then build your mana after that. And don't build any more weaponsmiths. Because what you're trying to do is you're trying to max out your wheat as soon as possible. Okay. We have a desync again after someone left the game. And it was Alex again. But we lost 1 minute and 46 seconds. That's not so nice. How many viewers do we actually have? 2. One is me, one is you. we have 2 viewers on our stream. One is me, one is you. I'm not recording for you in your Discord, right? That's what you're... I am recording this. Ah, it's bugged again. Yeah. That's bad. I need to choose the... How did I do it again? Yeah, I set settings, right? Yeah, then I go to Discord. Say something?
I was...
Yeah,
I don't know. Okay.
We can hear you now on the stream.
It's also not a big deal because I was actually kind of, because of that, recording... Oh, funnily enough. Oh, that will be lots of fun work. Yeah, this will be some work I'll have to do later down the line. In the back
Did you record your stream?
I did actually record my voice,
stream?
but I managed to not record yours as well, so it will be an absolute mess, and I'll have to do some work. First game, I'll have to turn you up, like pre-show mostly, and a bit of the start of the first game. It'll be some work, but I mean, we get it working, and most people watch it. Anyways.
And I think I can mess you up even more if you want to put in some more work. I have recorded the first game from my perspective also, so if you want to add some other perspective
only
sometime.
The game or also the pre-show?
Only the game, I guess, but I'm not sure. I don't recall.
Because the pre-show could actually take the... But let's get back into the game.
We have minute 18 grain farm. Minute 18:30. Second one not finished up yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
7
8.
8? Where's the... Oh, right next, like right to the river. I didn't see that.
I don't like
I think it stands there early, but I forgot the... Anyways.
Probably the fisher did not fit there.
You think fisher did not fit there? I feel like it was terrible terrain.
It is terrible terrain, and that's why the fisher did not fit there.
Ah, that's how you meant that.
Yeah. I think we are talking about the same thing.
Yeah.
So he did build the 9th saw. So we were seeing a 9th sawmill. Seeing 5 stone cutters. Yeah, that's fine. Also, yeah, there's not much happening for him right now. We should probably watch the Mayan because it will be more interesting to see what he actually does.
Yeah, like he's going into mana now.
He does have very early gold smelter, yes, which will give him quite a lot of gold.
You want to have an early large temple to get your first spell on early for your initial stone cutters, as you expanding to that stone field in the bottom just is a long way to go, and the stone field on the mirror axis there towards the PT wall also isn't easy to use, so it's like you just kind of have to go mana early on this map. Other option would be stone mines.
Would you build this double stone mine here in this situation? Or
I have
wouldn't you?
I mean, if it's a nice looking double stone mine, I'd always build it as mine straight up, unless you have like 6 stone vicinity.
I mean, you have 4 farms
but even if you have
producing, and you won't have that much.
Yeah, it is a little bit of a different build. So the thing is, having 4 farms producing bread is the exact same amount as having 6 farms producing bread and meat. 4 farms are 4.
A bit less.
I'm pretty sure
it's 1.75 farms for like 1 meat production building.
I'm not 100% sure, but I know that the general math of 2 grain farms on 1 mill or 2 grain farms on 1 animal ranch just straight up works out. And I also know that you are adding your 4th bakery very, very late. But I mean, I guess if the mills are underworking in this scenario with 4 grain farms, I'm not 100% sure. I feel like the amount you'd lose out on bread there isn't really that major, and you can add bread really early as well. So what did you say?
1.88 grain farms per 1
animal ranch.
Animal ranch, yes.
Yeah, I guess you have a little less grain.
So this mana building will not be working at full capacity, will it?
No, it won't. I mean, agave farms are generally a mystery to me because no, they just are. Like it's simple as that. Like you build them on a desert where you always have the cacti in your way, and they have pretty huge working areas and use a lot of them as well usually. And then you have the version where you cast your own desert and you still put like 4 agave farms on it, or even 5, I think is what people do. And then they work kind of to the side, and they still kind of work well enough to be good. So that building is just a mystery to me.
But this one should be a bit to the bottom because it won't be working like the outer edges of the desert anyway in that position, and this one would have a bit more space. So
yeah,
this one is like slightly misplaced, but
I would agree.
Whatever.
Yeah. In the end, this is kind of like the thing where it's like, you want to get the maximum efficiency out of it, but 95%, honestly, not that bad. It's something that I've really realized, like what I was saying, like I'm watching Jagdtiger and I'm thinking like, bro, he just like he does that worse and that worse. But it's those kind of things, like a 95% working grain farm, sunflower farm, agave farm, whatever it might be. But 95%, kind of enough. Like you usually aren't even leveraging the last 5%, at least not if it's a game that only goes to PT and that's the number you're caring about, because that's the time he wants to put on the pressure. And yeah, now we see the beekeepers, but they're after the grain. It's not how you said earlier.
Yeah, but I don't like it again.
By lumberjack.
No, it's too late. I would like to see it before or with the 4th grain farm and not after. Because it needs to be like producing some amount so that you can add your pre-mana buildings, post-mana buildings, while you build like your mills. Because your mills are faster anyway, so normally, and I'm playing the same thing. I'm also building a early big houses Viking, but I know it's bad. And
early big houses are pretty much always bad.
So I stopped doing it, and it's been better. Just do what Alex does, and you're good. But do it as good as him, and you're good.
I mean, we saw the first game. I think that is you just copy that, and you're good to go in pretty much every single game, unless you're like right next to each other, and you could actually be rushed at PT. That's like the only thing that could have happened to him. But I mean, the rush distance there was long enough that you didn't actually need to be aware of, need to be careful of a rush on that map. I feel like
Yeah.
this map is opposite. Like here, I think people should be playing more 4PT. I think that's the main reason we saw the Mayan first pick here by Slayer. Also to go back on
desert.
that. Yeah, I also
Very
the desert,
much
of
to the
course.
middle, good chance of many stone fields near desert. He's building the stone mine. I like it.
Yeah.
What I don't
think we
like is
should-
that he's building his third iron mine before he's building his third coal mine.
Coal mine.
But he does have coal stored. So I'm wrong and he's right, as always.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he needs the third iron mine or the third coal mine right now. That's a large house. I think that is more the classic large house for Mayans that they like to build after all of the food eco.
I mean, it's like the big house you build for your mana economy, and he also crushed like a small house too much, so he's rebuilding a medium house, and as soon as the big house finishes, he's going to get rid of all the thieves if he needs to have more settlers at that moment, which is again a very, very good play. We don't see a sawmill number 4, right?
There's no way.
Here.
Yeah, I was like, we're at 26 minutes. He's the person told me that you built your fourth sawmill at around 20 minute mark. Just that's kind of point it's finished. Like I didn't see it right now, like instantly either, but I was like, there's no way.
He does have 5 fishers, which also again I really like because this is a double mine, this is a double mine, and this is a double mine. So building them so early.
I built them early as well. That
and
like,
this is the fourth one.
He's storing away all the iron ore. He's not wanting to use any of his food he is producing on bad iron mines for a long time.
For a very long time. Yes.
Yeah.
You will be able to build.
Also build like a fourth double iron mine there, right? There was like a fourth one on the back part of the mountain. Yeah, exactly.
Jagdtiger got scammed. He just got scammed.
Yeah.
And
or
some...
Slayer got scammed. It depends on how you look at it, because it could also be that the mine doesn't actually run.
If you look at this and this one not being carried away yet, then you know how good this one performed. So it was good.
Top. Like it's above the tower. That's
No,
exactly.
No. Ah, yeah, okay. You're right. It's above the tower. It's this one here. Which is, again, not looking double.
It's...
After the game...
genuinely getting scammed out of these mines.
In the post-game talk, Alex will be like, yeah, all the double iron mines, and Jagdtiger will be like, what, are you kidding me?
There's no double iron mines on this map. We played a different map.
But the stone mine looks double for him too.
Like that's a kind of double stone mine you love to see. Now you don't love to see it as a Viking. At least on this map, I think this is the kind of map where you're like, where you'd be happy to not see a double stone mine. At least considering
I beg to differ.
There is against Mayans, you saying?
There's a very nice play you can do as Viking to actually save diggers. On such a map, what you do is pack the stone field, build the double stone mine, build the 5th grain farm, and be happy.
I personally would have said that it's more value for the Mayan, but
yes,
maybe
that's
I'm
true.
not. That's just so funny that the moment somebody disconnects, you get a desync as well. Anyways, another reload.
We see 9 sawmills now from Viking. So not too late, but early actually.
No.
I will fetch a glass of water.
Everybody's back in. Well, the question is when Vincent here is gonna come back.
Did Jagdtiger restart? Okay, he wouldn't be able to ready else.
Why would you? Why would he have to restart? Slayer was the person that.
He had. It was said that he didn't have Settlers United in the game lobby.
Oh, yeah.
So we were talking about the Viking, and you were talking about the Viking.
What was I talking about though? Was I talking about the Viking? I was talking about the iron mines, I feel like. I think that's the last topic I can remember. Oh no, double stone mine. Ah, yeah, double stone. Yeah, I mean, it's like I would have just. I personally feel like it's really nice as Marian or Trojan to have double stone mine, and that's just all. I'm not sure. Maybe it can be really, really nice as a Viking as well, or even Roman. But in the end, we'll see if Jagdtiger is even using it, because Jagdtiger, to me, isn't a person that is known for using stone mines in general. He is using stone mines as Trojans if you're on a one stone field position, but other than that, he is not really too keen of building stone mines if you don't have to.
Yeah, I think so too. But I personally think it's on such a map, this stone mine is like a very good play, because you want your stone to
exactly
the left
where you
anyways.
Want to build, and bringing your diggers all the way down to this like second stone field.
You need to, as soon as you build like a tower here, for example, you really need to have your diggers stay here and build some stone cutters to replace the other ones. But with 1.5 stone fields and 1 double stone mine, you can play your stone to iron up until like minute 50, and you need to add stone cutters at minute like 48 if you want to continue playing stone to iron, and else you would like to need.
You definitely have
them.
way like plenty of time to convert into a meat battery.
Yeah.
I think you definitely need like that would be a good play. Also considering that the part of the mountain there is also like the stone just would walk through the forest. The mountain there to the right wouldn't be the mountain you want to use for your heavy industry. Like generally everything brings you to the left there, and there's where the stone mine is, and that's just generally an amazing place of your stone mine, exactly there, exactly where you want to build your stuff.
Yeah, just so build your 5th grain farm very early. Build your 3rd mill after you build your first set of heavy industry, and you're just fine. You will even have more bread than you would normally have. 3 pickaxes for him.
I don't think Slayer would have used his mana on... That is the Polish streamer actively, so we're probably not going to continue. Especially since 4P, I think was said that we genuinely reload. Now we do have some Ubisoft server issues in the past, like today.
But
so
without closing the game, Ubisoft should always be fine here for us.
I mean, I didn't close my game in between game 1 and game 2, and my game wasn't fine.
Okay, yeah, right. That's fair.
I only stepped away. But I think at least, yeah, I mean, Fennec isn't. What were we talking about? Yeah, I'm basically, I feel like I'm sold on the stone mine there. I think it's almost certainly a good play. At least in this specific case. I wouldn't say like it's double stone mine is always nice as Vikings. Because I think there are definitely situations where it's kind of, you really don't need it. Well, I think with like Mayans and Trojans, there's like unless like literally I'm thinking like 6 stone fields plus you just play your relaxed double stone mine and it's just good because it will latest to like 115 pay off that you did that, but it kind of pays off early already for those civilizations all the time.
And it's also quite nice to have it like to the left here for
exactly
building
like on this map,
your mountain for building your heavy industry. Yeah,
because the stone is just completely out of your way no matter which civ you're playing.
Yeah.
And unless you're managing to do a perfect digger split, which, I mean, maybe Slayer is able to do. I hope he does, because that's something that would be really nice to pull off on this map, as that getting to the stone otherwise is pretty hard. And I mean, he does start his heavy industry in the top.
You see the big builder split you're talking about?
That does not look like a clean digger split.
But, I mean, it's fine. And I actually mean that he did have like 3, 6, 9, 12 of his diggers down here.
Yeah.
Which is quite a lot. But he builds a tower, maybe even 2.
I think that's...
has enough buildings prepared to not have like wood left over. So he is fine. He's building things here anyway on the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, it works out.
And then he doesn't have to maintain the split, because I think the big part of the split being worse for your game. There might be situations where the split is actually not good for your game because you need so much attention just for keeping the split. And just if you don't need it, just cutting it is I like that decision.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically a decision I go for game, mostly out of the lack of skill. But I think he also had, like, as you said, like, he didn't need to make 2 size. He made the 4th one later than usual. He definitely was able, like, his 2-smith was standing up and early, proper, like, mines ready. Like, he did indeed cast a gift. Like, I think his shovel digger situation should generally be fine.
His shovel situation is 29-30. 30-31 even. So yes, it is fine.
That seems fine to me.
He is fine settler-wise, so he can build like a lot of heavy industry now. Even because, I mean, he's a bit delayed because of his mana. 6 mana buildings here. He's using most of the desert, so he should be fine. I think we will be seeing more deserts being cast, right? Or, like, for example, here might be a good space for another desert.
I mean, considering the build he's playing, I think so. I think this is a build he prepared specifically here for the finals, which is very much reliant on just small but running heavy industry. Pretty much exact same build that Jagdtiger plays in the first.
Is it actually? He's building,
I think
3
it's kind of
very early fishers.
It's like he gets up to his like probably like 8 weaponsmiths.
I don't believe it. I think we are seeing at least 9 here, and I think we are seeing maybe if he is at the 5th sawmill, we might be seeing more food on top instead of more mana. But if he's keeping his 4 sawmills running, then he's on a timer kind of. And
I'm pretty sure that you can't run it like with the double stone mine. You just don't have enough bread for 9. with this amount of grain farms. Like
No,
like
you
9
you
is kind
actually
of-
do. You actually do because you spend the same amount of time on your food actually, because you build like 5 fissures, and early fissures, which are mostly used for your iron income. And
Yeah,
then
but
you build your mana
I want to
industry.
specify a
And
bit
if you
further.
build your mana industry before you build your heavy industry, then you are able to always build at least 10 farms. So this one stone mine will
You mean
cost
10
you
weaponsmiths, right?
10
Not 10
weaponsmiths, yeah. So
Yeah,
this,
I want to specify a bit further. If he then goes into more mana,
yeah, that's true.
that's like the thing, because like 8 weaponsmiths, I'm pretty sure that runs almost stable. Like it will slowly but surely reduce the amount of bread you have. 7, I think, would be the count that actually runs pretty stable. And with 9, it's like that will actually reduce it. You said, yeah, he did add mana in between, which like, yeah, then you definitely can go up to 9 or 10. But the issue is then, like, if he wants to add more mana, then he can't go up to too many weaponsmiths, because then he would have to add grain farms pretty soon. And yeah, that's just like kind of what he wants to focus a bit more on. And I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if we want to focus more on mana.
I
Because
think
it's
that
something that
Venarik
has
is
kind of been up and coming, and I feel like on this, like, we have short rush instances, and this map doesn't look like a premium late game Marion map anyway. So why not go for a very all-in PT rush with mana? We'll see what he actually does. But I very much
think
like
he doesn't need to get the decision done just yet.
No, I think he has still a bit more time before he does the decision.
Pickaxes again.
Pickaxe.
Nice.
Yeah, he gets some good gifts. Yeah.
Yes.
Gifted by the gods.
He should cast another stone soon and then
Yeah.
crush the temple again.
Yeah.
So it's minute 36. He has 5 weaponsmiths, which are running.
Yeah.
He got some amount of iron bars, so he should be fine in that department. He does have... Okay, he also has 5 iron smelters. So he will be adding settlers now, and after that... Is he in a shortage of settlers? No, he has settlers standing. And he has a lot of settlers standing. So he's fine. Like, not a lot, but enough of... he will be adding settlers, and then he will be adding more gold, and then he will probably start adding new weaponsmiths. But with these 4 iron mines, 4 double iron mines, can you run all 8 weaponsmiths with them? Probably not, right? You can like run 7 weaponsmiths and
It
1
depends on how good
toolsmith.
double iron mines are. Like if they are like running like 90%, like 90% as good as 2 iron mines would, then I think, yeah, for sure. But I think most of these, at least from looking how they were at Jagdtiger, I don't think they're actually running nearly as good. I feel like they're more like 1.5.
I mean, he has
So
like
with 1.5,
nearly
I
1.
feel like it's rough. But it
Yes.
just kind of depends how good they're running. Like, we see iron ore pre-stored, but I feel like it's the amount where we can already realize that it's not quite enough, and he needs like an iron mine or 2 more.
Is that one double too? Probably,
I
right?
think it is.
Okay, then he has 5 double mines.
We've seen so far.
Yeah, he has iron shield on top, and on the bottom it must be double.
Yeah, I think with that he can just run those.
Yeah,
I feel like that should work out. Unless they actually don't run as nice. Like that could still be the case.
and he's building a lot
That's
more
also
fissures,
good.
so he will be fine on.
Yeah, has he
Yes.
added like lots of hunters already? Yes. And the third one up there probably, yeah.
There's one up here probably soon.
Yeah. And then we see a desert.
Yep.
In a place I wouldn't have expected to see a desert.
would you have expected it here?
Yeah.
I didn't think
I
that.
would have expected it closer to the river. I guess up there is also a river going into the other lake. I
But he
didn't
could
see
use-
that river yet.
And he could
But I
use
was
that
also like,
space here to build his post-production buildings,
yeah,
like
maybe.
his distilleries, and then they're in between both things. So
Yeah, I definitely can see that you could do that. I mainly am always wanting to, if I'd cast it, I'd also like to
he
get.
does have a shortage of settlers now. Yes.
Yeah.
And this is not finished yet. More heavy industry is getting finished.
I mean, I felt like in between the games when we were talking to the players just a tiny bit, it did sound like Slayer was a little bit exhausted after that first.
Which is understandable.
Huh?
And he should
Yeah.
probably build like a small house down here and at least one or maybe even two. Like on the spot where he builds a tower and one up here.
Yeah.
This one
That's
should be finishing
I
now.
guess we'll have to run down there.
And he already produced soldiers, which is probably costing him here. But as I was certain he was fine there too, but he's building like a lot more fishers, and he's building even more weaponsmiths than I thought he would be building.
There, right?
And I think these two should have been medium houses.
Yeah.
And then he would have been fine. But his big house is finished. He just quit using his storages. He might be able to just put fish. Okay, he can't put fish down because he needs fish on iron. And if he puts 100% fish on iron, all his fish will be pulled to the iron mines and will be used. So, yeah. I think we should probably switch over to the Viking or maybe you want to say something about the lack of settlers here.
I think when I said that I'd like to see deserts removing trees. I think I said that, but you kind of went ready to the next topic. But yeah, that's like the one thing I always like to just like get some space because you usually don't really care for your lumberjack to work for a couple of minutes longer. And you just get the space.
I mean, he
like
only has 4 foresters, so he has enough woodcutters running that he doesn't need to get away trees. He will have enough space with 4 sawmills. Like, what is he going to build with all that space? He has space here, he has space here.
You know, that's just the Trojan mindset of there's never enough space.
Yeah, okay, I see. You want to have your 50 mana production thingies. Oh,
yeah, like I never mind just being able to build way more. Yeah, so let's see what Jagdtiger has been up to in the meantime.
Has added fishers. I don't like that he has added them all at the same time. Costs you settlers in a time period where you don't actually have settlers.
Connection here is unstable like crazy.
Yeah, but only for Slayer. He's using VPN. Yeah, what I wanted to say is he's adding fish in a time where he actually is in a shortage of settlers, right about when he wants to really get his heavy industry running.
Yeah.
So he should have added the fish later and the heavy industry earlier.
There was like 2 weaponsmiths that we saw there, right?
Yeah, the third one was getting built.
Yeah.
And he did
everyone in and ready. That's most quick. No countdown.
No countdown. Everyone is ready here. They just put in the green dot, so they are not expecting a countdown here. So how many double iron mines do we see from the Viking? 1 here. Yeah, he is also building too many iron mines at the moment.
And he built a lot of normal iron mines as well.
Yeah, and he is going to transition. Because these stonecutters are like garbage.
There
So
are,
6 of them are garbage, and he has 1, 2, 3, 4,
I'd say
5,
4
6,
of them
7,
are
8.
garbage, but the other 2 aren't good.
So
They're
it's all
already-
garbage. Yeah, he doesn't have a... He's building the double stone mine. Nice.
Just build
Only
it.
4 grain farms, so yeah, that's the third.
Probably a little late.
It's the third one finishing up. But what you need to see is that he is not building like his 4 weaponsmiths with priority. He has some kind of a different build than like Alex or like King Cat. Or King Cat even has a different build than Alex, actually. I'm more like trying to mimic the Alex build mostly, but I've also tried different things. And what he's doing here is one thing I really like building a lot of gold and putting in the weapons later, because normally with Viking weapons aren't your problem. You can just spam some more weaponsmiths later on and you're fine. Fourth one finishing. He does have enough settlers. One finishing up. This one, 2 stones here. Might be missing 1 stone, but I'm not sure. This one missing more. Yeah, he will have a shortage of settlers.
Definitely is not finishing up.
Did he have 1? No. Medium houses aren't. Oh, maybe these medium houses are producing settlers. Yeah. Then he should be fine.
What a lack. Fest.
The game is a bit laggy, but it's not that big of a deal. Maybe he is going to put fish into his stone mine.
Iron mines.
It's also into his stone mine. It's also a good call.
Yep.
On such a map.
If it's a double stone mine, it's really not that inefficient. It is.
It's nearly as efficient as doing like fish to stone.
Yeah, I think, isn't it like if with a double stone mine, it tends to even be more efficient, right?
No.
A double stone mine works more than 50%. You get 2 attempts.
But it's
per
actually
fish.
not that good of a double stone mine.
I thought it looked like a pretty juicy one to me.
You have like 3 stone shields left over. It is a good one, but I don't think it's running. Maybe it's running 55%. Yeah, maybe you're right.
I feel like it probably is running a tad bit better than a fish to stone would be running.
Yeah, that's.
A fish to stone costs you mana as well. Like that's a big part to be fair.
That was really. I nearly clicked that FE.
Oh, yeah, that's. Luckily you didn't. That will definitely be an issue rehosting if there's gonna be another reload. And you're also missing the time in the top right now.
That's a good point, thank you.
Are you gonna get to do the time gamble of how many times and how long
Do I need to click to let
come
it
back?
Yeah. I think we are seeing a 5th one here. So he will probably be fine. How many weapons does he have produced? He is like a tad bit behind. Like you want to have like after the 40th minute, you want to have like 10 weapons per minute, but a bit less because later on you will be building more if you have used your wood correctly, and he does have used his wood. So he should be aiming for. Oh, he doesn't use his gold here, that's too bad. All of them actually are working, so it's not too bad. And he's getting enough settlers. Yeah, I think this will be a good round. I am
Just
guessing
for the second barrack.
Yeah, I'm guessing 260 plus for him.
I feel like generally the map so far has not been the nicest to both players. I feel like they're struggling a bit.
Alex is not really struggling, is he? I mean, he had that little shortage
Yeah,
of
we had the
settlers.
settlers shortage, and I think the map is definitely not optimal for Mayans. Is he in a stone shortage? I don't think. The stone field looked very thin there.
But he can actually just cast one more, so.
He could, but I hear stone cutters down there. I forgot about them. Yeah,
And he
he's
does
probably-
have enough stone. And he is
He
losing
definitely
stone.
has too many stone cutters. He definitely wasted a few pickaxes on stone cut.
He is losing stone here.
Oh, that
And he's not losing stone anymore.
that.
The bowman is nicely
Yeah,
placed
actually,
there.
you use the updated version of the Visiton overlay, right?
Yes.
So you can use Control Shift plus 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 to swap player's perspective. 1 is for player 1, 2 is for player 2, and 3 is for both players' perspective, and 4 is back to normal. And you have to zoom out and zoom back in. That is to
Yeah.
fix the map.
So Alex
You
is
can see
seeing that there's some digging down here.
pioneering. Yeah.
And he is using... He's not stealing anything, and using Jagdtiger. He's trying to steal stone, at least from that building here. But he's also
Walks
just
back.
like stealing stone, using thieves as like a second, as a woodcutter. But he's just not using thieves. He could have like stolen these stones here, but he's always running into the bow. Because here he should be fine. And but Alex should have noticed. But he's not stealing the stone. He can't be stealing the stone because everything of it is actually drawn to buildings. Probably.
Four
is
settlers are already
everyone.
walking. Yeah.
Right.
And the game isn't able to handle a full. Isn't able to handle a settler losing their whatever it's called. Forgot, but yeah, the thing they're doing in that moment.
Alex is actually having quite a good round here. He is in.
Yeah, I'm also seeing right now, like the settlers shortage. There was one of those settlers shortages where, like, did it really lose you anything? Probably
like a
not.
bit, but not too much. Yeah, and he does have one.
It probably lost you the things you were trying to gain by not building the settlers. That's probably the kind of situation we're looking at here.
So he
But yeah,
will
he's, like,
be aiming for
soldiers, right?
260 also, like 250 to 260 at the moment, with like a lot of mana.
To be fair, he will use mana for stone. He used mana for deserts. He used mana for gifts. It won't all be combat mana.
But he already has 50 mana, which will be combat mana. He might like use 1 or 2 more stone spells.
Yeah.
He's not using his stone mine anymore.
He probably just realized that he has enough stone from the stone cutters. Although I think right now it just ran out.
Yeah,
Yeah, you see like barely stone laying.
he ran out. It's a short, but he has storage. He has a stone storage.
This
and
is the
the
kind
stone
of game that, like,
getting carried there.
the map might not even be the thing that is hard for them to play. For them, it's hard to remember what they've done for all
Yeah.
of these save reloads. Like, this is like one save reload always hurts, and even there, like, many times you forget something, especially if it was closed before you got the next save. Remembering what you did 2 minutes ago tends to be quite hard. But with this many save reloads, I think my settlement would be completely lost and just looking
Yeah, rip and GG.
like a piece of trash. So it's actually a tiny bit delayed here. Let me check if it's
I
not
think
writing
he will
anything.
probably go and fix something again.
Yeah, he's probably trying to fix something because he's always a person disconnecting.
Yeah. One time it was Fennec, I think. 2 times it was Fennec, I think.
No, I think it was only once when he had a fatal error, right?
Okay, maybe.
I think he had once a fatal error, and then that was the one time. I still found it funny that today, every single time we had somebody, like we had Slayer disconnect to be exact, we always had desync afterwards.
Yeah, that was
Which
quite
is...
interesting, actually.
Yeah, we never had that before. I think somebody just is gone and then they're gone. You don't get a desync. Man.
Did he write something?
Day, apparently. No, I'm checking. I didn't write anything yet. Didn't write anything. He's still in the player VC. So yeah.
He's not streaming, he's recording, right?
He's recording, yes. Instantly in game 1, looking at it, asking them, being like, oh, you aren't recording. You aren't streaming, but yeah, he is recording. I think he wants to upload those anyways later down the line. I'm not expecting them to be uploaded before tomorrow. I also don't actually expect any of the players to actually look at the cast before tomorrow. Because we aren't starting late. We're starting late enough that you could look at it, but I feel like players probably will do some other things first.
Are you sure? I think they will be watching streams.
So what did you say?
I think they will be watching the streams tomorrow in the morning or something. Like after waking up.
I think specifically Jagdtiger would actually gain something from that because of the ferry.
Because of
I think that's one play he probably wasn't actively expecting and would have only figured out at the point where he would have looked at the entire
okay. I see.
So that would actually be benefiting him. I don't think Slayer has anything realistically to gain.
I am waiting for Fearless. That's something new. Probably fatal error again.
I also found it interesting that apparently the save happened. Amazing. You can't see the chat on stream right now, but currently we have waiting for Fearless, but he isn't actually disconnecting, and it just keeps giving us the message, and nothing happens. And Fearless is typing to us.
And he wrote that he is here.
Yeah. Looks like a reload to me.
Yeah, but I don't want to close Settlers. So I want someone else to leave. So I don't have to do the overlay again.
Yeah.
The statistics are closed with the game.
Yeah. I also wouldn't want to close the game for the simple fact that it looks like the save happened during the time you were looking at Slayer's perspective.
Yes.
And I don't want that to be screwed up by having the thing not instantly activated or something like that, like the overlay.
Should I change again to view all or something?
I don't think it matters because that's just where the save happened. I think it's in the save that you have this perspective.
But it's like a really strange thing, isn't it? Because I would have expected that the overlay is like something done by the script and not tied to the game time.
No, it's
not.
like the thing by Visiton is actively just changing things in game, and I think that when the save just happens at that point, then it's just safe that this is the vision you have.
Yeah, right. It's probably really injected into.
Yeah, like it isn't like a thing that is like kind of on top of it. It's like the actual thing, like it's actually changing the game. And main reason for that is that Zealous Sword was hard to do anything else with. I mean, the fact that he did find a way to do this is already really cool. Love the text to be large enough that I could also read what you're typing there, but they're communicating some stuff.
I can just
surely continue shortly. Soon, Tim.
Put out the. So, King had quit.
Were they there the entire time? Probably.
Nice. Now I can just leave and rehost. And do not need to get the thing running again.
Oh, that was an interesting loop of waiting.
Yes. But I think like Slayer will have like 250 troops and like at least 200 fighting mana, which is equivalent to like 300 troops, right? Something like that, maybe a bit less.
So how many troops does he have right now?
124 and 6 running to weaponsmiths. So he will be producing 144 more weapons. Has 18 in storage, so he will just be like 160, 262 to up until 270. I will do the perspective change again. Okay. He will have like 3 deserts soonish. I really like his build here. It's executed quite cleanly.
We can say, here we can see now though that it's like, as I said, like if he wants to go into mana, you can't really be building that many weaponsmiths. Like depending on how much mana you want to. Oh, lock shortage is what you're pointing out there, I think.
Mm-hmm.
At least on one sawmill. Yeah. But with the how's it called? 6 weaponsmiths. Like 6 weaponsmiths. If you only add 1 desert, then you could go more weaponsmiths, and you could go to the 7-8 for sure. 6 weaponsmiths is like the thing that guarantees just works. You don't have to add any bread again. For that, your bread will 100% be enough. So that is apparently what he's aiming for. Maybe he'll add like a 7th weaponsmith later, like closer to PT, maybe at like the 55-minute mark, to then actually reduce the amount of bread he has, because I don't think he actively reduces the amount of bread. Right now, like he isn't actually using any of it.
Can we please at least get another save? Nice. Jagdtiger actively
and there's the
tilting.
raising after. Yeah, I didn't plan to be here for 6 hours, not with the second game only being like halfway done, because like we aren't yet at 50 minutes. And I mean, the game could finish really quickly, but then even another interview like this is taking a while here today.
Yeah.
Ubisoft playing its role.
I was planning to play another round afterwards. Like playing myself, actually. But I think maybe I'm just done after this.
I wasn't planning to do that, but I'm definitely now not gonna plan to do that because I think we're not gonna be finished here for probably like another hour. And if this continues, we might even go past midnight. I hope that's not gonna happen. Yeah, this is the prime example of why you wouldn't want to do a best of 5 or whatever. Okay, everybody's in and ready. Save load number 200. Because I stopped counting.
That's not
At
fair.
like 7 or 8 or something.
Yeah, that's fair. So he has a shortage of logs, but he also has too much wood. At least we are quitting 13 seconds into the save and not 1 minute and 40 seconds into the save.
But this is the 4th time we're not gonna reload the same save. Oh wait, he didn't. Yeah, he's still in there. No, wait, no. Oh, did you click away the message where he left? I assume so, because
Yeah, I did.
that would fit the scheme of teasing happening right after that person gone.
As when Fennec left, we actually had a desync too, right? So it's not Alex causing desyncs.
No, I am very certain that when Fennec had the fatal error, we didn't have a desync. When King Cat left, we didn't have a desync either. The King Cat left manually, to be fair. I feel like it's... the casters don't actually do it, where they don't actually give us a desync, and that's weird.
I mean, I had some lags when I was talking to you, so I was thinking the same, but if everyone agrees that it's Slayer, then it's probably not me.
Yeah, I've had a few lags, but like you generally it's fine. Like I've been you just there were like a few instances where Discord screen share was like lagging for a second and your voice was lagging for a second, but generally that sports player is playing through some whack shit. Like you wouldn't actually completely go out of the game because like we can talk easily during us seeing that a disconnect is happening.
Yeah, that's right. But I mean, we're talking the whole time actually. It might be like a small lag. I'm getting kicked out and.
Nah, like even if you have a small lag, the game can catch itself again. And I think that's the kind of
if it's not over 400 milliseconds, right?
I think it has to be way more than that. If it's over 400 milliseconds, that's when the game starts to stutter because it can't synchronize the games anymore. But it doesn't actually assessing his action. Next welcome to the speed. Oh yeah, we will.
To a Jittermeister become, right? Probably Yoda wouldn't
I
have
am
said it this way.
not proficient in Yoda.
Yoda speak. Ah, too bad. I was hoping you could add the Jaja Binks slang now.
No, I am sadly not proficient.
But I can't do him in English. I can maybe get like a few sentences out in German, but not in English. I've never watched Star Wars in English actually.
It's the same thing. Yeah, Settlers 4. Bro, I wish we had our own servers already. Like, I think, like, preferably none of this would be an issue. And if it was an issue, then we would have known that it's such bad of an issue that we wouldn't be trying right now. It's Fennec that was not fearless.
Told you you should have let me sub for.
Oh, fearless. Oh. No, you're right.
It's the same thing. I like those Polish guys.
Yeah. I mean, whenever I had interactions with them, they're always quite, I could sympathize with them? I think something like that. He probably would have lost. It's passive aggression. You saw it. Yeah, did Slayer like write anything?
Not to me, maybe to King Cat.
He didn't, yeah, unless he wrote something specifically to the King Cat. I would find it a bit confusing if he only writes it to one streamer and the streamer not even writing it in the chat. Which means on the yeah, tomorrow will be a treat.
Yeah, the people are playing a game while these nice finals are getting played. Like Phantom, Yuri, and Evo, Iron, and Parzival are playing a game. We'll just at the KI. It will be playing as good as Slayer is, anyways.
If that was the case, I don't think we'd be running a world championship right now.
Yeah, maybe
we
should work on the KI.
Running, world's best KI championship.
If the KI is getting that good, we just play a tournament PT0 against the KI on the same map, and the player wins who's living the longest.
Depending on the civilization matchup and the same map and the right map, you could just win against the. Actually, it's AI. We've been saying KI, but that's German way, AI. You can win against AI consistently on PT. Because a player can be good enough that in the right civ matchup, they just have the troops out first, go over, attack, and win. Actually, maybe the AI is good enough to somehow live long enough to somehow get the troops out, to somehow then defend the turret a tower that they made in that exact moment at the barracks to defend. But and the tower that they
I was talking about a good AI, not about this like crappy AI from that we actually have. But if we have like, if you train the Google AI on Settlers United,
Yeah, I know what you were talking about. It's just that build order wise, you can't, like, there's a certain speed at which you can get soldiers out, and soldiers, like the first person who has soldiers, if you don't have very short rush distances, just kind of wins on
but
PTZ.
they will be microing every tool and will have soldiers out earlier than any human possibly can.
Yeah, maybe. I was thinking more of the fact that they just micro to have a tower, like somewhere far out, like they just micro that, and then they can't die, and then it doesn't matter when they get their soldiers out, because when they get their soldiers out, then the tower finishes at the barracks and they're fine to go.
Yeah, you should probably like get a tower at the edge of the map as soon as possible, and then the AI might be searching for it the longest.
Nice. That's the peaky peak.
Or you build ships as soon as you possibly can, and then go over to the other island, and the AI will not be able to actually build ferries and lose.
I think. Yeah. I mean, they're. Yeah, I can be quite strong. I mean, they're in I know in StarCraft there was an AI trained for it at some point. I think it isn't actively playing anymore.
That's not true. There are AI tournaments in StarCraft 2 now.
Oh yeah, now that you said that, I remember seeing stuff like that.
But they pulled away the restrictions that you had when the AI was playing against humans. So at first, the AI was like free to do whatever it wanted, if I recall correctly. And it was like microing the ever-living shit out of everyone.
Yeah.
It was just playing Protoss with Blink and wasn't dodging like every shot.
And the unit is basically impossible to kill.
Yeah, it was like invincible.
Yeah.
And yeah. After that, they put some restrictions on APM and what it can actually do at the same time. Like, it had to actually move the screen and stuff like that. But I think these AI matchups are without those restrictions.
I'm not sure about that. I definitely know I've seen like a game or two of that, and it was very interesting. Yeah, it must be without restrictions, because I remember hearing that there's like a certain bit of micro that you can do to technically mine quicker off of your mineral patches that a normal pro player can only do with like the first few workers before they start to actually do other things. So they do it for like the first minute max. While other players, like the AI just does it the entire game long. On every mineral patch everywhere. So
that's kind of fucked up, actually.
Yeah. Like, you just micro everything a worker to be just slightly more efficient. Get a few minerals per, like whatever per minute more than you'd usually get. Are we actually going into the game now? Do I remember anything about what we're looking
No,
at?
we were looking at the weaponsmiths of some Viking player, actually.
Yeah, and I think we were talking about
really
and stuff. But yeah, go ahead. I have no point to talk about right now.
I have a good meme to post if Jagdtiger wins the game.
Okay.
I'm really hoping now that he wins the game so I can post a meme. I want to post like from Dinner for One, the scene where he kind of stumbles over the tiger. But yeah, he does have 6
weaponsmiths now.
6 weaponsmiths at minute 48 means he's going to have at least another 150 weapons. Probably more. Like, he still has 1 minute left, so 6 times 2.25 whatever, I think, or something like that. No, it's not 2.25, it's 2.5
Like
nearly. It's, yeah. It's 2.567,
I
I
don't.
think, or something like that.
I'm
yeah.
not gonna talk about that. I know that for my Trojan weapons moves, it's 2.2 something, and that's all I need to know.
Yeah, it's like for Viking, it's 4 weapons mills produce 100 weapons in 10 minutes. That's what you should recall. And
No.
okay, now we are seeing 3 mana.
Yeah,
Did not build a
what other players
single.
have to?
Why does he have 4? Ah, he built the 3rd mill? No.
I don't think he has a 5th grain farm.
No, is he stacking water to put like water in here and then... I don't know.
No clue. Just wants to be safe, has no clue how to play the Civ, as he says himself.
Yeah, probably.
And we did manage to get
Okay, my
past
game closed after the save. Hopefully not during the save, but it just
No,
closed.
it was like 9 seconds after, I'm pretty sure. Because I was about to say, we did manage to pass the save.
It was just like... Yeah, I have the 50-minute save. But I need to inject the thing of magic again. Right.
I needed a screenshot as well again, so you don't
Yes.
forget.
But I will start with the statistics.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this will be awful for me to go back to and look through and cut out the reloads, because it's usually what I do. Unless people actually talk about interesting stuff, I try to keep that in. So that means I have to
We have talked
listen
about
to like
interesting stuff all the time.
10 reloads of 3 different streams. Gonna be amazing.
Amazing. Okay. Maybe they're discussing of not joining again because no one is joining. But the players are still in the channel, so they might be joining again.
Let me see. Maybe they.
What did I want to do? I wanted to go to my Discord and get my password for this thingy. I realize that I'm getting tired. I don't know how the players must be feeling.
Bro, this is awful. This is not the experience you like to see.
Yeah, but it's... I mean, it's not really Alex error because...
It's not fault. It's I'm just hating Ubisoft. Why?
Yes.
Why not? Why? Like that's the one moment we'd like it to actually.
And it was working fine-ish. Like, we had some problems, but most of them weren't Ubisoft. But like getting the players to join and stuff like that.
Game 1 was also, I mean, generally running smoothly. Like that was good to go.
After it started, yes.
Yeah.
Thing of Magic is running again, like, but there's no one is joining anyways. Maybe they don't want to continue. Maybe they are playing on.
Let me check the German stream real quick, because why not?
Maybe they are just playing on. Because maybe only I got kicked out.
Ah, yeah. They are for sure. So, what that means, we could do a cast off of Inkhead stream.
Yeah, we should probably do a cast of King Cat stream.
It's not the most amazing thing, but
But
I mean, we
it's-
have already started casting
Yes.
some of the game, and we will be able to stuff.
But I need to actually prepare my screen sharing.
Indeed. I will. This is a wild thing to.
Okay. I think I am streaming the screen of King Cat now. He's looking at players' perspectives and looking what Alex and what Jagdtiger are actually seeing. Okay, I was lying. Slayer's gonna have more than 160. Than 260 soldiers. He has 5 minutes left. 5 times 2 is 10 times 6. 60 again. Yeah, okay, no. I wasn't lying. Actually, quite. So Alex is trying to get scouting info, but Jagdtiger is denying that information quite nicely. He's patrolling with his axes. Nice.
Yeah, that is.
So is he going for an Hail Mary play, like running on the top and trying to kill himself as soon as Slayer walks in? Is that what we are seeing?
Maybe. Okay, yeah, I'm now actively looking at it as well. And yeah, we have. What's the situation? I'm so out of the loop for this game.
I mean, we lost some minutes in between.
We lost some minutes, yeah. Slayer has built more deserts. Yeah, it's gonna get to. I think 260 soldiers is probably around what he's gonna have.
Yeah, I recounted, and if we did not add the seventh weaponsmith, then he will be at like 260.
Yeah. And yeah, Jagdtiger definitely is a bit behind in terms of soldiers.
Is he building small houses there? What do we see there? Or is that?
Maybe it's waterworks. It's
Yeah, maybe.
water.
Because the river is already full, right? Yeah.
No.
I would really like at the weapon and gold tab to display how many weaponsmiths and gold smelters the people have.
Yeah, I think that's something that Visit wanted to do in general, that you can look at literally everything that they have, like you can see, but that not being just permanently displayed on the screen, just something you can like look at or like show. Similar to like menus on the left, you can click on something and then you can display it for a bit.
That's nice, but I would like to have it the same way as the priests. for
Yeah, I
the
can see
gold
that
and
with
weapon.
weaponsmiths and gold smelters, because it's something that at least if you want to look back on things, even if you like as a non-caster, you just want to look at the stream and see at some point like what did he have at this minute mark to like kind of yeah, to maybe improve yourself.
Oh,
That's very nice.
I need to fix my stream a bit. They are not actually seeing the whole of the screen.
Yeah, I've started to now in my recording where I was recording my voice. Now actually record your voice as well, and this the King Cat stream. So yeah.
So I can just close my stream, right?
You can. It will be an absolute mess to put this together, anyways.
Yeah, but I mean,
And I'm right
it's
now
not
mostly just
it's not
waiting
getting better
for
if I
it.
continue streaming, right?
It's yeah.
So yeah, people can.
Yeah.
The one person still watching us can go over to
Yeah, to King
to your
Cat or
stream.
the